Still a bestseller. Lawmakers in Missouri and Kansas outlawed the substance known as K2 this year, but you might not know it based on what we found flying off the shelves at Kansas City businesses. Investigator Ryan Katz shows us how science is skirting the law.
Well, Elizabeth, they go by different names, but these knockoffs create the same high as K2. For now, they remain legal as investigators try to figure out what's in them. And that's the problem. Medical experts say that lack of knowledge is what can make it a scary trip.
At the Coffee Wonk in Midtown, owner Micah Riggs says Cups of Joe are far from his best seller.
$20.
His customers are forking over their cash for Sin Incense, a mix of dried herbs sold in several different flavors. Even though the package is worn not for human consumption, the transaction comes with a wink and a nod. That's because at $12 per gram, the incense isn't being used as potpourri. It's being rolled and smoked, the latest legal high.
I think it's a fun thing to do with friends and enjoy time.
You smoke it, it enhances the mood. If you're happy, you smoke it, you'll be happier. If you're sad, you'll be sadder.
Just like K2, the dried herbs inside these packages are sprayed with a chemical meant to mimic the effects of marijuana. We found knockoffs like C4 in other stores, and in fact, when we bought something called Cloud 10, the receipt actually charged us for K2.
These characters represent the different blends.
By the time the law hit the street in August, Riggs had done his research and was ready with a line of new products. So what's the ban done to his business?
Helped it.
We get 2 G's of the swab.
It's been very effective for me. My sales are better, but as far as the intent of it, yeah, it's been a complete waste of time.
It'll be $30.
But for Riggs, that brisk business has been snuffed out since September 27th. That's when police responded to this armed robbery and noticed the Coffee Wonk's K2-like product. Officers seized it and sent it to their crime lab for testing. Detectives say manufacturers are tweaking the recipe to skirt the ban.
It makes it very difficult to enforce the law, especially when they have people that are dedicated, chemists, trying to change these molecular compounds.
The game of cat and mouse concerns Dr. Anthony Scalzo. The director of Missouri's Poison Control Center was the first in the nation to notice the spike in K2-related ER visits, from just 13 nationwide in 2009 to more than 1,500 this year.
We're at about 75 that have been reported to our Missouri Poison Center.
Scalzo says patients have suffered elevated heart rates, vomiting, seizures, and hallucinations after smoking K2.
We had a 14-year-old in Missouri who nearly jumped out of a 5th story because of this bad trip experience.
The toxicologist told us the danger is not knowing what's in the products or who's making them.
The issue of how we can control all this, that's huge.
Do you take cream?
Back at the Coffee Wonk, Riggs says no one has complained about getting sick from his product. He actually favors more oversight, arguing cash-strapped states could certainly use the sales tax revenue.
But you can't legislate faster than science. Sorry.
He plans to keep selling the incense and hopes to get it back from police soon.
Might not happen, though. Riggs has been waiting more than 2 weeks now with no word from police. Now, we contacted the company that makes Sin Incense. They gave us these lab reports claiming the products do not contain any of the illegal chemicals. And, Elizabeth, it's been a long 2 weeks for the Coffee Wonk owner. This is his best seller, and he's been without it, and that's a lot of money for him.
Well, does it look like the Coffee Wonk guy is going to get his stuff back?
As of tonight, I talked to police. They told me it's not if, but when they're going to present this case to the prosecutor. Also talked to the Jackson County prosecutor today. He told me this would be the first case since this ban took effect against a retailer. And he told me this case will probably come down to the expert testimony of chemists arguing about whether what's in Sin Incense is also included under this ban. So it should be interesting to see what happens.
Good work. We'll keep following it. Thank you.